Hi everyone. This is to introduce our software tool AutoPro. AutoFuSa has developed a safety case compiler tool is called AutoPro. Our experts spent more than 3 years to establish a comprehensive process which fulfills ISO 26262 requirements. This tool provides a diagrammatic representation of ISO 26262 functional safety standard process requirements. This is a patent with AutoFuSa and facilitates the industry in several ways. So it helps the design and test engineer to follow the process effectively, which ensures all the requirements are fulfilled. So the complete ISO 26262 we have developed in a V model, which consider all the parts. You can see this is the concept phase, part 3. This is the part 4, the system development, and then the hardware development and software development, which is part 5 and 6. And you can also see the corresponding the verification and validation activity. In addition, the supporting process and FUSA management all. So it assists the review, audit and assessment end to end. Basically, for example, if you look at here, it talks about the input criteria and the relevant process. For example, you can see here the process and what kind of review is required for this, and then what are the deliverables out of this. Right? This is also helping the organization to require to meet the functional safety, the process, the policies, and the safety culture at organizational level. This is a single window front-end tool which ensures the entire project work products can be accessed, reviewed, and compliance to the ISO 26262 functional safety. We understand every customer is unique and their process and their terminologies also may differ. Hence, AutoFuSa helping to customize this process and provide to our customer. This process establishment is also helping for the organization to get ISO 26262 process certification at org level. Okay. For example, if you look at here, so in this process itself, you can attach, you can link the documents associated with this. For example, any project, we usually store our projects in the configuration management tool like MKS Integrity, Polarian, or SharePoint, or similar to that. So you can still store in the same repository. However, you can bring those links and then connect here in the inputs and outputs. For example, let me just bring it here. The moment you click any of these input files, then there is a pop-up which talks about the path, the file path where it is stored. So you can bring that path here and then what is the file name and what is the version number of this. So once if you enable that, then it will ask you to select the status. So basically we have given the status in progress, the draft is available, and then the baseline version is available. So depending on that, the color coding also been given here. Okay. Once if you assign that, then if you, here we already attached to there is a file. So I'm just opening here. So you can see here the file name and the version number. If you wanted to open here, you can you can directly open from here, or you can, if you wanted to modify, yes, you can modify the file. Okay, so that is possible. For example, I'm just opening the file. You can see that here itself the file is open, correct? So this is how all the inputs and output files can be accessed from here itself, so that you no need to search any of the file in your repository. Okay, and also the color indication also will help you to correctly identify the particular products. For example, I'm opening here. Okay, I wanted to modify this file, then I need to bring the URL here. So for that, I need to access my what is that called? Just a minute. So I can access the file. For example, so I'm just making it like that, and I'm saying that VMS item definition. So this maybe, for example, it may be 1.0. Then I can select it is in progress. It is not completed one. So then it is assigned now. So you can see that the file is uploaded successfully. So as this is in progress, then it is showing that it is yellow color, right? Another interesting thing is this output item definition, which can be a input for a multiple other process activity, right? For example, now you can see here, this is a HARA process where the item definition is linked together. Means the output where whatever which is updated, so you can able to see as an input here is updated. Even in 10 place, the item definition is being called. So everywhere the same file being linked over here, so that the traceability and the integrity being ensured within this tool. Okay, so here itself the reviewer can see the file, whether the file is baseline, which is available or not, to proceed with the HARA. If the input files are like red or yellow, then he can understand that these files are not available, so may not be required to start the work here. But once that the file is available, all the files are available with the green, then you can see that, okay, yes, the inputs are available. I can proceed with my next activity, right? So in that way, you can able to understand the complete the status and everything here within the same flow. Okay. In a similar way, the complete ISO 26262, the process which we have developed, and where you can say that this is the safety case compiling tool to demonstrate the complete the safety aspect being met. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us and looking at our tool. Thank you.